Brian Kenny here on the set of Friday Night Fights with cruiserweight BJ Flores, ready to take your questions in your corner, and the questions submitted on ESPN.com. Here we go, BJ. This is John in Illinois. Why would Floyd Mayweather want at least 2-week blood draw from Manny Pacquiao? That fight fell apart because it was Mayweather that would let him take a blood test up till 14 days before the fight. Pacquiao said only 24 days before the fight. Your thoughts on that?
That's a good question. What they're doing a lot nowadays is with the blood transfusions, people can actually take a pint of their own blood, remove it from their body, and whenever they put that back in, later down the road, sometimes it erases the traces of any type of steroid use. There's a lot of different technologies now to how to overcome testing positive and showing those traces of steroids. So it has to do with the transfusion. I'm not exactly sure how it all works, but there are ways to mask that.
And you just figure if it's also random testing up until the day before the fight, you never know when it might come. If you're really looking for the best possible testing, you would go to WADA-style testing, which is what Floyd Mayweather wanted.
Absolutely.
Here's Anthony in California. Are these extra Olympic-style tests really necessary? Your thoughts on that?
They are, because the random testing is the key here, Brian. Random means that we have no idea when the tests actually come. Whenever there's time to prepare for a test, there are ways to compensate what the outcome of that test will be. So random is the key here, and that's why it's so important.
And a blood test, too, because you can see in Major League Baseball right now, there's no blood testing on that. Here's Dennis in Las Vegas. The post-fight blood test is what Floyd should worry about. Now, again, Pacquiao, I should throw in, said he will take, or in the negotiation had said that he would take a post-fight blood test. Shouldn't he only care that Manny is not on anything while they're in the ring? That's from Dennis.
Yeah, he should. To answer Dennis's question, he absolutely should care about what Manny's on in the ring, but a lot of times a cycle of steroids or a cycle of something, the benefits can be still used even when the steroids still don't show up in the blood. So what his concern is, he wants to make sure that nothing is started before the blood shows that the fighter is clean, yet the results from the actual steroids are still in the fighter's system, as far as the muscle growth and things that took place when the steroids were actually taken. So there's other ways around that too. Random testing is the key. That's the only way I can really answer. Random is the entire key to make sure none of this is a problem.
Yeah, WADA, again, is the state of the art, where you can do it and do a random testing, blood testing, and all that, and it's the best you can do, at least at this point. Of course, the fight fell through because of it. Here's Rick in Baltimore. How will Josh Clottey do against Manny Pacquiao? That's who Pacquiao will now fight March 13th at Cowboy Stadium.
Joshua Clottey is a very solid fighter. He's got outstanding defense. He's a very strong puncher as well. I think he's going to have problems with Manny Pacquiao's speed. Manny Pacquiao creates angles with his punches. He moves side to side. He darts in and out. That's going to give Joshua Clottey a lot of problems. But I think this fight does go the distance, and I think it's going to be a very competitive fight, but I like Manny Pacquiao.
All right, here's Ruben in San Antonio. Will you, this is you now, will you get a title shot this year?
If it's the Ruben I'm thinking of, hey, what's up, Ruben? I know Ruben in San Antonio, and you know what? I hope I do get a title shot this year. We chased Marco Huck last year. We talked to his promoters. We talked to several people who are involved with his camp. Listen, I want to fight Marco Huck. Whatever's got to happen for that fight to take place, I will do. I'll go to Germany. I'll do whatever I got to do. After the Olaf Alabi fight, you know, we tried to contact them, sent them emails, called them, didn't really hear back from them. It's now looking like I'm going to have to fight a mandatory against Alexander Alexiev to be in the #1 position to be able to fight Marco Huck. If that's what I got to do, that's what I'm going to do. I chased Giacobi Fragomeni last year. They fought Zolt Erde instead. So it's very tough. There's a lot of politics in this sport, unfortunately, but I'm not going to rest. I'm going to remain relentless until I get my title shot, and I think 2010 will be my year. I'm working extremely hard in the gym, and I'm very hopeful about this.
All right, we hope so too. Good to see you back in there. March, you're hoping to get back in there.
Absolutely.
All right, BJ, thank you so much. You can submit questions. Go to ESPN.com and go to Friday Night Fights page. Also, you can sign up for boxing alerts on your cell phone, ESPN.com/boxing, and click the link just below the Friday Night Fights logo. Thanks for the questions. For BJ Flores, I'm Brian Kenny.